Yo, it's your brother Mo, and today I want to be talking about the biggest mistake that a lot of us make with goal setting. Okay, whether you want to build a better body, whether you want to increase the amount of income you have, whether you want to develop the better relationships, the biggest mistake that we make with goal setting is that we mistake means goals for ends goals, right? So, what is the end that you seek to create with your particular goal? Let's say you want to build a better body. Why do you want to do it? At the end of the day, when we get to the root cause of why we want to do what we do, it's to feel good, right? It comes down to the emotion that we associate with a particular experience. Why do we want to make more money? Money in itself doesn't have any intrinsic value. I made another video about that. We want the experiences that we believe money can give us, right? So the mistake with means and ends goals is that we think we need to do something in order to get to a particular end, which is the emotional experience. So when we set goals according to the means, then we lose sight of why we are doing what we are doing. In the first place, we get stuck on that hamster wheel, on that cycle, and we are not asking why. And this is the reason for that. Okay, so this is something that I learned from Vishen from Mind Valley, Vishen Lakiani, and he talks about the three most important questions which get to the root of why we do what we do, so that we can get completely to the end of the goal rather than the means of what we think that goal will get us towards, right? So he talks about the three most important questions that reveal what that end is for all of us. And I definitely recommend that you do this. You get a paper right now, get it in front of you, draw 3 columns in it. At the top of it is the first most important question, which is, what experiences do I want to have in my life, right? So more often than not, all the goals that we set, it comes down to an experience that we want, and the end result of that experience is usually an emotion which we think is going to be true for us once we have that experience. Okay, so if you look back at your life, if you like fast forward it and look back, what experiences do you want to have in your life? Just write them down, get it down on a paper so that you know exactly and have clarity on what it is that you seek to create in your life. At the end of the day, when we're lying on our deathbeds, if we all have the opportunity to do so, right? You never know what happened. You can get run over by a bus tomorrow. But let's say we're staying on our deathbeds. What will we be truly thinking about? At the end of the day, it would be the experiences that we had with the people that we loved and the people that we impacted, right? At the end of the day, that's what really matters. So if we can get clear on the experiences that we want, that we strive to create, and that will provide clarity in terms of what we want to do, right? Then the next thing, okay, you don't have those experiences right now. So the second most important question is, how do I have to grow in order to have these experiences, right? What is the gap in your skill set, in your situation, that is not allowing you to have those experiences right now, right? Whether it's to generate more income, okay, I have to develop the skill of becoming better at building my business online, of generating leads online. Whether it's with the body, it's like I have to grow, I have to be going to the gym more often so that I can have the energy to go do the business, right? So there will be a bunch of steps, of skills, of gap, of something that is going to fill the gap between where you are and the experiences that you want to have, right? So if you get clear on how you have to grow in order to have these experiences, then you can move towards them that much faster, because you're clear on exactly what it is that you have to do in order to close that gap. And once you're clear on the experiences that you want to have, you're clear on how you have to grow in order to have those experiences, then the deepest need of the soul comes up, which is, how do I want to contribute, right? How do you want to contribute in your life? Because if you are having the experiences, if you're growing in your own life, at the end of the day, if you're not helping others, that's something that you'll realize on your own journey. Maybe it depends where on your journey you are right now. But if you are stuck in the place of survival, of like stuck in a place of not having enough, not feeling like you're enough, and feeling like woe is me, then your entire focus is within you, and it will be impossible for you to see the bigger picture. So get yourself handled first, for sure. Get yourself handled, because you can't even help someone else if you're not helping yourself, because it won't be coming from the optimal place, right? So once you have those things handled, understand that contribution is the deepest need of our soul. And how do you want to contribute? And if you get clear on that as well, then that will provide a bigger picture on your life, right? Rather than just you focusing on yourself all the time, you can understand how you can contribute to someone else and leave the world better off than you found it, right? So that exercise was very helpful for me in getting to the end rather than focusing on the means. And these three important questions, the most important questions, as Vishen Lakiani says, really provide clarity in terms of what you want out of life, which is the emotional experience of contribution and of growth, right? That's what it all comes down to at the end of the day. So focus on the ends, forget about the means. And when you focus on the ends, you can take care of exactly what you need to do in order to get to that end. So I hope this has been valuable for you. I hope that you do this exercise. Just take a paper, make 3 columns, write down what experiences you want to have, write down how you want to grow to have those experiences, and then write down how you want to contribute. Okay? So with that, I'll conclude this video, and I'll see you soon.